You can't see it, but I'm floating you.
What up, cheer? I'm just gonna make sure that my stuff is working before I start talking too much. And see if I have audio, because that would be important. Test, test, test. Test, test. Hey, alright, we got audio. Hey, alright, we got audio. And with that, hello and welcome back to another Pip Hatch Ranch contest play along with y'all. Today, once again, we are playing for the Pip and the Hatch plushies. These do come from Oxygen Not Included, made by U2s. They both have in-game codes on the bottom of them, meant for the comfy bed skins of the Pip and the Hatch. You can check that out in your supply closet. And these are free to win. All you have to do is join the contest by going to the Discord, reading the rules over, grabbing the seed, joining up for the contest. You have until the end of the August 30th. So you can't get these anymore. This is the only way to get them. If you're interested, please contact me, hit me up in the Discord, leave me a comment, whatever you want to do. You still have time to enter, even if you haven't even started yet. There's plenty of ways to get a lot of these critters ranched in the amount of time. Anyway, I hope we have a few more entries. It's been a really good time checking out the ones that have been streaming it / posting things here and there, and I've been having a great time hosting this contest. So thank you for everybody who's entered. Anybody who's interested, I encourage you to go ahead and participate, and let's get on with it. I've got a lot to do today. I've got to build a dirty brick. We're building a dirty brick down here. And I'm going to load this up on a 1 speed because I'm not exactly sure everything that's going on right now. It's probably not the greatest. Let's get these builds on 6s. And I think I'm going to just go across like so. Maybe cancel this one. And we're going to deconstruct all of this stuff up here. I don't think I need it anymore. And this could be better utilized for other things, I think. Meanwhile, let's go to this side of the base. We have no idle dupes, which is encouraging. We also have a print. I am taking up to 15 dupes here. Let's check our skills. Ada. Are you good? I think Ada's fine. Anemic, you're pretty good. Lame Redneck is all done. Helena, I think you're good. Yep, you're a hauler. Hala is a Megatronics engineer that could go down pyrotechnics. I think we'll go ahead and do that and get your... Oh, I can't get you exosuit training yet. Wish I had done that instead. Oh well. Meep. You're alright. Nuggy is good. Rin, you could have some improved carry and enhanced cooking. Yeah, why not? Stinger, you can have... probably improved carry. It's probably the last thing I want to give you. Yep. And Yelp. You're okay. Ari, exosuit trained, would put you over the edge. A lot of over the edge over here on this planet. We've been kind of building really hard. Should maybe think about getting them some sort of rec room on the other planet. And now we have these rooms available. Deconstruct buildings. I guess I will deconstruct these doors. We don't need them anymore. And on the main planet, I think we're okay to leave it. I really want to focus on getting this this petroleum generator setup going. Let's think about these temp ship plates too, because this one would go here, then here. Change to igneous rock. Got you. Let's cancel a couple of those. We'll go igneous rock. Yeah. What up, Nugs? Welcome in. Thank you. Well, luckily I do know that I have audio because I checked it. I was very worried about that. Looks like this is coming in nicely. I think I was setting up to get these going. Yes, I was. This is a vacuum now. It has the sporchid seeds in it. And this would help us out if we had a whole bunch of them in here. Let's see. We want to have that pumping out until it had that much, which it did. So let's deconstruct that on an 8. And we'll just check that out again later. As far as this goes, we're going to need to have a way out of here, of this biome, with this power wire. Luckily, we have plenty of lead. We could also send all the sporchid seeds that we have over to the other planet. I think that would be a great idea. Where is those going when we deliver stuff? Yep. When we deliver stuff, that stuff goes up to Central. No pips? No pips. Okay. So let's go ahead and allow for sporchids on a 9. Any sporchids we find, we're going to be putting up there. As far as this goes, I might go ahead and say we got meat in there. We got meat in there. We got all sorts. Oh, let's check the fridge. Make sure that's still frozen. Deep frozen, deep frozen, deep frozen, deep frozen. Everything's deep frozen. Although I see some rot pile in there. Hopefully that's keeping it mostly from rotting, though. I think I'm going to build a power heavy watt joint plate out of lead, probably right about here. Let's go into the snip wires thing and start snipping those off, deconstructing on a 9. That should be good. Okay. Lovely. Then I'll just have to dig across and get all this stuff. Which means I'm going to need a ladder. Probably something like this. And probably something like this. We're going to have to come in here and dig all of that out. I might go ahead and grab all that meat too. I don't have any place for the bleach stone though, so maybe I should have a place for that. Let's go ahead and have a bin right there. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good. I don't want to take them too much away from all that, but other things do need to get done. Luckily, all the steel is right here. How are we doing on steel? We don't have much. Let's go ahead and grab more steel and put it in here. How much steel do I have? 8.3 tons. We're gonna need more than that. Oh, yeah. This thing is coming alive. I remember that. We got 4.5 cycles to deal with this. Let's see. Oh, I don't really want to block this whole area off. Once again, this has an aluminum volcano. It has a cobalt volcano and a cool steam vent. That is going to put off 110C. And is on the same line as this. This, though, is at least protected for the most part. We could close that off. Make sure that's protected for the most part. Could start thinking about maybe making this a big-ass steam room. What if... What if we did something like this? And let's also, on a 6 dig, let's see, can I get up there? I don't think so. Of course, that's going to drop snow. That's going to drop all the snow. We're going to have to build ladders up there anyway. And I'm thinking I need to clear out a little bit of this in order to make it correct. Do I want to keep this? Maybe. Let's get some tiles in like so. We'll get a ladder up there. We'll get a ladder coming down this way. Dig out all of this. That is so gonna erupt before I'm ready for it. It's not even funny. This is going to 75%, yeah? Looks like it turned off. Alright, well, we're getting the sporchit seeds out of here. That's good to see. Man, those take a minute to build. How are we doing up here? Alright, we're working on it. Alright, we're working towards it. Let's get something going this way. Steam. Let's see, we'll have to get some naphtha over here, most likely. Hey, I got one of these petroleum generators up and running. You could also have a place for transformers too, but transformers could just go up and run certain things, no problem. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will deconstruct all of those. I could make this a room and get a bonus on it. That's a thought. Cancel this. Steel door right there with a couple of these like so would do it. I would make that a room. What you need to see, Nugs? Right now it's -9. It's actually warmed up quite a bit. Over here's -26. This used to be like -180 or something. So it's mostly cold so far, but that's only because I've not allowed the liquid sulfur to come out yet. This is rocking 152C. And then we have 20 tons of ice sitting in here. This 20 tons of ice will melt, turn into the water/steam that we need. Right now there is an atmosphere of oxygen in here, but it's only 276 grams and 217 grams-ish of polluted. That will be a little bit of an issue, but the steam will rise, the carbon dioxide will fall, and eventually we will sort the other gases out little by little. Yep. Trap dupe. Okay. Lots of sleet weed up here, which is really, really good. Hopefully we're grabbing all of it. In fact, let me check. Are we grabbing all of that? Where is my food location? I do see some pinch of pepper nuts. Pinch of pepper nut, deep freeze, sterile atmosphere. They're probably putting it back in the fridge here and there once in a while. It's not great, but hopefully they can only put a little bit in at a time. I don't even know where they would see to put that in. Where am I allowing that? These have manual use? No. Not manual use. Do I have a refrigerator in here anything can see? Yes, I have that. Alright, this was what I was wanting to do. Let's do only 1 gram. On a 9. On a 7. Of cooking ingredients, pinches, all these. I want them all. I just don't want them going to get them all the time. That's the only issue. And there they go. They're going to go grab one right now. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Alright. Who knows? Looks like they're... Oh, we're still trapped. Ah, Ren got the order. He's far, far away. You know what I might do is I might do it on a sweep only. Let's do sweep only. We'll do the full amount. I'll do it on a sweep only. Sleet wheat, sweep. There we go. Sweep only works. I think I'm going to seal that side up. I'm gonna have a lot of water in here. It's already quite a bit. Kinda wanna drain it out. There's a few ways to drain it out, but one would be to not have a whole bunch of it in the first place. Alright, there we go with the sleet weeds. Now this is also going to want to touch the floor with the temp ship plates. This erupts in 3.5 cycles. Will we have enough time? Maybe, maybe not. I should definitely put a door here. 194. Nope. 193. There it is. We do have a print available. Oopsies. What was that? We do have a print available. Coal, rocketry, tidying, ranching, suit wearing, doctoring. I'll take the coal. Out of water. Luckily, we got a lot of water coming in, and hopefully we still have plenty of O2 going out. Which it looks like we do. This is on until it gets above 5,000. Oh yeah, we got plenty of O2 here. Yeah, I needed the naphtha. And then let's get another thing of naphtha going up as well. Well, maybe after the fact. Looks like my Drecos are working though now that we have a little bit of dirt. About 4 tons, not a lot, but enough to feed the Drecos. And shave the Drecos. Look at that. Loving it. It might not be the prettiest Dreco ranch, but it works. And let's see, what else? Okay, so we're ranching all that. Did we get this? Yes, we did. Okay, 192. And we'll relocate that one there. Empty. Perfect. Okay. Hey, the cold water's going out. That's awesome. That means we are making iron, hopefully. Molten cobalt. What? Hey, it worked. Okay, so here's my molten cobalt tamer. Let's do liquid, molten cobalt. Let's not allow anybody in. Absolutely nobody. Can it not see it? Can it not do it? Why can't this work? Okay, you know what? That's fine. We'll allow dupes in, just not redneck. Redneck's not allowed in. Alright. That would be on a 6. Let's see if we can do that. I'm curious. Paulina, 9. What about now? Enable auto bottle. There we go. Ooh. You know what? I think that's all I needed in the first place. Yep. That's all I needed in the first place. Okay, we forgot the auto bottle. Let's slow it down. All of that should be going through. Metering down. Turning into cobalt. Cobalt is there at 33.9 C. We go into... Yep, that's already warming up. Wow. Oh, wow. It's raining. Okay, now this is a little warm. 39, 35. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's my blue shower. Oh, no. Is that too hot? Probably don't want it there. 37, 37, 41, 46. That is a little warm. Let's instead do an insulated tile. Made it out of igneous, I suppose, and we will just do it right there. As far as this goes, I want to get some planters in here. And I believe you do these with the furniture pot, the flower pots. So we will do these as red because they're deadly. Nice, so this could be sealed off. If I was smart, I'd have that a lot cooler. In fact, why do I not have a cooling loop on it? Okay, here it comes. This is 23 degrees. This is 103, so I mean that's about as close to a problem as I can get. This auto sweeper out of steel is going to need some sort of cooling. Let's get into auto sweeper, conduction panel, cobalt, and maybe steel. Yikes. Okay, I could come in here. This is fine. Oh, okay. Let's do it that way. I'm gonna go down with it to right there. And then this one would go back up like so, and I would deconstruct all of these. $33 degrees. Redneck's not allowed in here. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is way up here. This thing's gonna be popping soon. All right, empty this. And then open this. I'll wait. And I need to figure out all the things I gotta do here. Let's go ahead and go across. Dig this up. Sweep this sleet wheat grain. Right now we can make this open. Alright, that's pretty good. How are we doing over here? They're getting things done-ish. We got all of these in. That's good. This could be a... let's go 95. Actually, let's go 100. This will pick it up at 60. Who's trapped? Thank you, Nugs. One built. Yep. Well, we got all of these. That's 4 of them built. We could start running those. Since it's a cold atmosphere and everything, it would start getting the petroleum or the carbon dioxide flowing. The only issue is the power line so far, so let's continue with that. It's going to go up like so, and then we're going to come in here and hopefully dig some of this out. But what I want to do is come over here and get all this. Meanwhile, yeah, this tamer, it's a little warm. It's going back down to 45 degrees now. Ooh, I do not want to deconstruct these right now. Oh, that would have been bad. Alright, that's about to erupt. I'm going to say, let's not do manual. Sweep only. All standard. Disable auto bottle for right now. I don't want it picking it up right now. This is already kind of trying to go back down to temp. Is this thing not full of polluted water? No, it's not. So I need to add polluted water to this by clicking polluted water on here. Okay. Maybe not yet. I've still got to finish this up a little bit. I believe we can reach all this, but I can't come in, so let's go ahead and do that. That's good. She's got meat on the mind, at least in her thoughts. Sleet wheat. There's some right there we need to sweep up. Scalding. Oh, yeah, well, a little bit. You won't be in here long, Ada. Not too long. Hopefully you can get this made before you get too damaged. I think I do have a hospital? I'm pretty sure I have a hospital. Alright. Scalding. Well, you're not scalding now. Let's make sure that we are sending that steel. There we go. Max stress. Who's stressed? The Great Plup is stressed. Why are you stressed? Alright. We do need to make like a rec room or something here. Anything we want to research right now? Emulsifier, maybe? No, there's nothing I want to research. Yeah, we have the plastic tubes. I have not made them yet, though. 61% stress, huh? I wouldn't mind tube access down here. That would be nice. Alright, they're bringing igneous rock in. I probably want to have one of these. Oh, no. This one does ask for igneous rock, I believe. Yep. We already have them that ask. Let's go back to the main planet. Here's where we're trying to get this up and running as fast as we can. We got that on a sweep. This volcano there, I think what I would do is, let's see. Trying to think how big I want this. The steam vent, 100, that's just going to make a lot of water. I might leave the steam vent out of it. If I had the two, that'd probably be like 3 to 4 steam turbines. I could put it up here. We could go maybe insulate on top. Let's just figure out how wide this is going to be. Have it coming down, something like that. Oh yeah, that would be fine. And this could come up. Something like that. We're going to be in the cold area. It's alright, I suppose. This is our way in. And then let's go ahead and build a ladder. Don't need to go that far up. Maybe one more, though. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I really don't need to spend a lot of time making ladders. And dig all this out. And let's cancel this one. And other than that, I just need to put a whole bunch of temp shift plates in there and then get on top so that we can put on steam turbines. So I think I'm going to bring this in over here, go up with it. We're going to dig out all of this. And then I'm going to dig out 4 high on top. Alright. Priorities. Constructions. 7s. 8s. I'm gonna do 8s on constructions. 7s on digs. And we got 5 suits in here ready to go. And that's still dormant. And all this air and atmosphere in here, that's going to have to get dealt with at some point. Ooh. 62% stress over here. It's a little bit high. We still haven't done all of this. See, that's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 6. Then I'll have to figure out where I want the steam turbines, because I'm going to have to replace some of these ladders with those. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about his stress right now. How are we doing over here? Might want to have a ladder up on this side, too. Just be easier to get around. Alright, just sweeping up a little bit. Yeah, everybody needs atmosuit training. This is crazy. They're really slow without it. We got 2.2 cycles. Well, we probably have 3.2 cycles, because it's usually about a cycle until after the fact. We'll sweep that. Might have to at least haul all the ice out of here. Although some of the... Uh-oh, I did not see Redneck. Redneck's trapped. Oh, there's no good way out either. Alright, now we can close that off. I mean, this whole biome was melting anyway. Hey, it's harvest ready. Somebody go get it. Having plastic tube access would be OP right about now. I think I have probably the power to run it. I just don't know if I have the space to put it in. I did not do very well organizing my base. I need to take lessons from Yelp, because he's got a really nice way of keeping his base organized for the start. Not really sure how to do that. Like some sort of math. Alright, well, we're harvest ready over here. Somebody should be coming to harvest it. Meep is on it. Alright. There's our sleet wheat that we get. Sleet wheat. Sweep. There's some sleet wheat. Alright, stress, 70%. It's going up. That's not ideal. He's the only one, too. %13. Yikes. Did I give him something else? Yeah, even with me watching, it's up by 13%. He's got too many skills learned. I might have to skill scrub him. You're just not happy with all the things you know about. You like construction, and that's about it. Or digging. You like digging, and that's about it. Is there anything else I can do? You have bedrooms. Oh, we could do private bedrooms. Maybe over here too. That would be awesome. Don't have any place for that right now. Let's check my food. Deep freeze, 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 deep freeze. Everything's in a deep freeze. Private bedrooms could be over on this side for sure, 100%. What am I going to do until then? Not sure. We're going to try to get this in. All right, so we got the fuel is available now. It's coming in currently. That's going to start the engines up. And as far as these go, these could all be powered on something else. Let's see, this line here, it goes up into that one. All right, well, let's do this. Let's deconstruct buildings on a 6. Those can go. And that way we can get to that scorched seed, which will be nice. I could maybe get some plastic ladders in here once in a while. That'd probably be a good idea. Maybe extend those plastic ladders all the way down. That is not going to help his mood. Do I have a skill scrubber? I do not believe so. Let's get one of those in. Let's see, is that a station? I think it's a station. Yep. We'll put one right there. Cobalt ore, no. Let's build it out of iron ore will be fine. Let's make that a priority. And we stopped feeding these guys, so they shouldn't be taking any more of our ore. We ran out of a lot of it because of them. But we should have plenty of meat coming in once in a while. Alright, Fluff. You're in it. Yep, you're in it. Come back when you're not feeling so grumpy. Alright, so that ran. And we got polluted water down there. That's sitting at minus 20. Okay. Now I just need to have some transformers down here. So let's go power, large transformer. I'm going to do it out of cobalt. I'll put one right there. We'll go lead on these wires. And I believe I could just do that. Might need a ladder there. Oh, that's boiling. Oh well. We have other things. Alright, this transformer going in, that's going to help out quite a bit. Alright, so we can now cut off, I believe, everything up here. Other than that. So let's get a deconstruct on. And I think we're all done with that, so let's check skills. Plup. No, you're not de-skilled yet. Okay. But this line now is taking care of all of this, which is a potential of 3,000 watts. Shouldn't run all the time. Up here, the Great Plop is assigned, but probably in bed right now. Over here, how we doing? This is still dormant. We have a lot of water on the ground. Let's get anything that's liquefiable out of here. Which is probably a lot. We got a few cycles left on that one. Max stress. Well, they're getting skill scrubbed right now. Yep, Fluff is stressed. I need to get off of these open air electrolyzers. We'll clean up the base soon. We're working on it. Alright, now the water is going over there a little bit. That's fine. Minus 41 right there. So we're making polluted ice. I'm going to pop this open. Yep. Deconstruct building 7. Let's get rid of all of these buildings. Those buildings can all go. That should raise the temp in here quite a bit. And Plup, are you done? You're probably done. Plup is done. Let's get hard digging, super hard digging. We don't need any of that other stuff. We'll get construction and we'll get exosuit. You're still upset. You know what? Hopefully you'll be less upset. Alright, his stress is even now. Well, I don't know if that was worth it or not. Now I just gotta watch him all the time. And he's done. I want to check my cobalt volcano down here because it's probably getting full by now. I think this is ready. I'm going to go ahead and enable auto bottle and not allow people in. And see how we do. 27 degrees. Let's see, that's going around. I want this to be like so. Snip this. Snip that. Put this in like so. And there we go, cobalt showers. Alright. This is 88C. Ouch. Well, maybe I should have it come down and cool that off. Plumbing, radiant, I guess cobalt, right? We could go cobalt right there. These could be changed over to regular tiles? I guess regular tiles, right? Let's do them out of sedimentary. Yeah. Regular tiles. And then we will eventually get that back. That line is no longer running, so we'll hit that up, snip that off, that will come down, snip that off. Ooh, still needed to deal with this though. Hold on. So it goes in here, then it goes in there, then it goes down there. And then it comes back like so. So it'll go down and come out. So this would be snipped. No, because we want it to come down and go over first. It comes down. It goes over, then comes in here. Oh, wait. Snip this. Then this would come down and do that one. That's fine. This one comes up. This one goes in. This one comes up. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I needed to do 7s on that because we got so much to do over here. Looks like we got the ice out though. That's good. I can fix the freezer. Is done. Scalding. Wow. 453 degrees. Yeah, that definitely got warmer. Possibly not enough cooling in that. Let's take off auto bottle. Alright, so that's kind of an issue, isn't it? Yeah, that's hot. That is really warm. Scalding too. How hot is it here? It is very, very hot. It is 204°C. Wow. Not good. Hopefully they're gonna go get healed up. Or they'll just walk right through it again. And probably get incapacitated. Yep, there he goes. We have a hospital, yes? Yes, we do. Oh, wow. Somebody go get him. Let's see. That's him. Signed. Paula. Yep. Emergency. Somebody bringing him. No current need. Somebody want to go get him? There you go. Unfortunately, I let a lot of heat into my base. It happens. Alright, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. This area, though, is going to be a problem. Temperature-wise, it is very warm. It's dissipating a little bit. Let's make sure that that is no longer an emergency task. Just a 9. Alright, over here. Could probably go plastic all the way up here. Don't need it. Probably, so let's cancel that. Alright, well, it's going to be active very, very, very soon. Meanwhile, blueprint. See where I can cook. Wouldn't be the worst. Allergies. Hard digging, mouth breather, unconstructive. Cannot do building. Animal lover, rancher. That's not bad. Supplier, researcher. Not great. I mean, might take the bliss burst. Yeah, I think so. I think I got enough going on right this second to not take on more dupes, but this is definitely ready to go. Let's go ahead and plant in our sporchids. Plant level 7. Copy and paste. Now on this planet we were hauling or putting all of our sporchids in a bin. Hopefully we've gotten all those. So those should get swept up. 11. Wow, that's a lot of sporchid seeds. So we should have plenty of those. Ooh, what's wrong with Rin? Moderate wound. Yikes, Rin. I might not allow you in here. Yeah, let's get a door. Rin is no longer going to be allowed in here in a minute. Ooh, it's erupting. It's erupting. And 39 seconds. That's a vacuum, good. Alright, no more Rin, is it? Yeah, no more Rin. Rin's not allowed in here. Ari's not allowed in here. That's about it. Here goes, dropping it down. Luckily, it's really cold in here, so it should take a while to heat it all up. Toilets. That's not a good thing to have a problem with. Do we have a dupe that is stuck? It could have been the one guy who was really slow. Alright, this cobalt tamer needs a lot of work. 511. Oof, that is hot. So anything that does come in here is probably becoming a problem. Yeah, that's gonna steam up. That's 100% gonna steam up. Hey, welcome in, Engineer Troy. How are you doing? I'm trying not to heat up my base too much, but it's pretty warm right now. All right, let's see if that's flowing. There it comes. 27 degrees. It's gonna break. I think it's gonna break. Yep. Yikes. That's gonna break. Dang it. Hey, welcome. Awesome, Engineer Troy. Thank you so much for entering my contest. You have a good chance. You really, really do. There's not that many people that are entered currently, and I only know one that does it on a regular enough to be where it would be competition. So, yeah. Oh, cool. Let me make sure I'm following you too. I know I'm subscribed to your YouTube, but let me just double check. I wasn't. I am now. Sorry about that. When do you stream usually? Monday, apparently. Have you already streamed today, or are you going to stream next or later? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Sundays. That's awesome. Oh, wow. It melted the building of iron. What? How? Okay, well, this place is really warm. Yeah. I think what I'm going to end up doing, because I don't want to deal with this right now, is I'm going to put, and by the way, if you ever want to do something like this, let's say you've opened up a volcano too soon, get yourself a temp shift plate. Temp shift plate made out of coal. Temp shift plate made out of coal right there. 2 over, so there's the neutronium, so 1, 2, and 2 high. 1, 2. So, or 3 high, so 2 and 3. And what will happen is the next time, once this is built, the next time it erupts, it'll form a solid tile, entombing itself, and then we'll be able to let it rest while this whole place cools off. Because I am going to have to divert this cooling loop to another location. I think I will just send it straight back up. And the rest of this can just stay here until I'm ready for it later on. Meanwhile, we'll bring in everybody into this. Make this temp shift plate a high priority and see if they can't get it done. Yep. Temp shift plate made out of coal or peat or I guess technically refined carbon. The things that make refined carbon when they get hot, basically. All right, here comes the coal. It actually, you know what? Since there's cobalt, molten cobalt right here, that should draw the heat from that and immediately go solid tile on me. Not quite. Somebody needed to breathe. Here we go. And solid tile. Is now refined carbon, 800 kgs, because that's how much that temp shift plate cost in coal in order to build. And this will not erupt again until I dig that out. Well, this was a neat idea, but I didn't have any kind of... I thought, you know, for sure it's only 1,000 grams a second. That should be enough to chill off that small amount of metal. But it didn't, and it just warmed that whole area up way too fast. So this is how we're gonna have to deal with it now. Let's go ahead and make sure nobody's allowed in here again. Rather them not come and do that. We did get this up and running, though. So if I'm careful with this, I could deconstruct this door. And then I want to make sure Redneck doesn't come down here at all. We might check to see where Redneck's at. See who's on it. Ada, maybe. Blame Redneck is unreachable. That's fine. How are we doing up here? Uh-oh, we're trapped. That's not good. In fact, that means my NAFTA has been moved. Alright, I better pay attention to this. Okay, and also this, because that is dangerous. If we get any kind of exposure out of that, it's going to be a problem. Come on, Redneck. Oh my goodness. How and why? Alright. Liquid naphtha, relocate. Okay, that's done. Let's move that amalgam out of there. No, it does not matter the hatch or the pip variant. All hatch variants and all pip, well, there's only one pip variant, but all variants count. Yes. All variants count. Any variant of a hatch, any variant of a pip will count towards the contest. That is a good strat. That's a good strat. Just make sure you have enough to feed them all. There's plenty of volcanoes if you want to get into that, but that's a little bit difficult. How much you can feed with a volcano, though, that's the question. I mean, you can find that out. There's math that will help you. Like how many hatches can I feed with a volcano? I think that's an Oni calculator. Igneous Among Us. Right, does this have steel in it? Sure does. Let me go check up on this whole setup. Alright, empty the naphtha. Let's maybe sweep this stuff off, but not the naphtha. Cancel sweeping. There you go. Somebody's gonna do that. Oh, over here, how are we doing? 32% stress. That's gone way down. And this is running once in a while, so we do have carbon dioxide in here. This has been open, so we've been making sulfur and heat. Not a lot of heat, but a little bit. There's some over there even. Oh, that's nice. Let's go ahead and finish these up, though. Can't build there. Can build there. Of course, I don't really want my slicksters to be caught in that. How big? Cancel this one. Guess I'll see how big that room is. Let's go ahead and auto. Should have put this on a switch. I think I will. I'll just use cobalt for this. We got plenty of it laying around. Might have to get everything liquefiable out of here again. That's running pretty well. This is cooling off slightly, but taking a while. Man, that's hot. Ooh, did I warm up the base? Okay, so this is closed off and full of sporchid. So the next thing I need to do is pump it full of carbon dioxide. And what I want to do in order to focus on that is get a pipe. Grab my carbon dioxide output, which is over here. And we will fill this all the way up with gas bridge. And when this is full, then we will end it, I suppose. Snippets. We don't want these pumping out. And I need to put a pipe right there for when it's ready. All right, cool. Idleness. This is running well. We could get more temp shift plates. It's almost like a heart. Oops, didn't want to do that. Cancel this one, please. Thank you. Well, they can get to work on this. All right, that's enough temp shift plates for right now. That should, well, maybe it's not. Let me get a couple more in. Yeah, we want the whole place warming up. These are what you would call heat batteries. Temperature batteries, technically. This is now a room. This room is 106 tiles. This room is 86. So that's 10 short of a full ranch. I mean, I could do... Oh, that's why I'm running out of the ore. I got you. I got you. Either way, suppose that takes up less room. Deconstruct this and that. Ooh, cancel this. Guess I'll have one there, yeah. I think that's right. And we'll see how big this room is. That's ice? Temp shift plate out of ice. That's not good. How about igneous rock instead? How many of these are ice? Just the one? Alright. Hopefully we don't get stuck in here. That's the only issue. I think he might be stuck. Well, he can deconstruct this and then get out. Alright, let's go back to the other planet, see how they're doing. Alright, this is hopefully going to be coming in soon, but this is what we're focused on. Heck yeah. Alright, let's dig in here. I'll have to temp shift plate this place up too. That's all that. So this is a cobalt volcano and an aluminum volcano, so we're going to try to capture them both at the same time. Yay, my stress has come way down since before. And as far as the heat goes, it's not quite there. What is this? Liquid carbon dioxide? That's fine. Heat. It's coming in. This is a room. So let's check it. 92 and 96. Oh wow, really? That's 96. 96, 96. No, 92. So only one of them is 92. So instead of having a full 8, I might only do 7 per. Either that or put in like critter condos and stuff. Hey Nugs. Yeah. So I'm about tempted to get slicksters in here, except for it's so cold. I could pop this out real quick as well. That would definitely warm this place up. And we might be running out of cobalt ore. So that's a thing. I haven't even started with all the other stuff I wanted to do. Ooh. In fact, saying about that now. Yeah, lead going up. Like so. I might have to redo my farm. Let's get a ladder that goes up with it. Yeah, the farm's gonna have to move most likely. Right now, that's how we're eating most of our food. Dang, berry sludge, 128,000 calories, so it's pretty good. A lot of copper ore. A lot of good stuff in here. The only other thing I'd like to do is maybe make this a vacuum. But it's going to be hard to with the polluted water. This aluminum volcano shouldn't be too difficult to get going, though. To get it hot, that is. Let's think about that. Power-wise, we're going to want probably... Let's go cobalt. Definitely going to want 1 right there. 2, 3, 4. And I mean, I could go 5. Let's go 5. All these will need insulated. I'm actually not sure about that one, so let's not do that one yet. I want to see where I can put the, if I can put the liquid vent right there. I don't think I can. I think this is 4 high, so if it's 3 high, it might only be 3 high. Maybe I can put my vent right there. That'd be awesome. This place is -6 still. They're picking up cobalt right from there. That's fine. That's what it's there for. Let's go over here. Alright, the polluted water. Let's see, what do we got? We got a decent amount of carbon dioxide. think we said we needed 16 slicksters for each one of these. I don't know about all that. Oh yeah, we're almost into it now. Alright, when does this come on? It is dormant, so let's go ahead and dig it out. There we go, and let's get everything liquefiable out of here. That's a lot of liquefiables. Oh yeah, this place is putting off a little heat. That's 43 degrees. Alright, more steam. Oh, Engineer Troy, have you seen my new beds? This is our new bedroom. They're all private. This is what the prize is for. The comfy beds. Don't they look nice? Let's see, do we have anybody sleeping yet in them? No, not quite yet. Maybe soon. That's a print. Alright, we're getting all the ice out of here. Next, I could start building temp shift plates. Let's see what we have a lot of. Abyssalite, igneous rock. Probably igneous rock. Temp shift plate. Maybe I have granite. I don't want to use my granite. I have a lot of it, though. Maybe. Let's use granite. I know that behind that thing, though, we're going to need something else. Let's get... maybe don't do that. We might have to have some diamond ones around here. I don't know if I have much diamond. I do have a little diamond. Oh, I don't have much diamond. Ooh, I do not have a lot of diamond. Do I have diamond on this planet? I probably do. How much diamond do I have on this planet? 16 tons. It's a decent amount. Well, let's go ahead and send some diamond over there. I will take 10 tons of that. Alright, well, the temp shift plates are going to take a while. I'm guessing that I'm going to have to kind of go around them. Yeah, I'll get a few in. Thank you. Then I gotta come up with sweepers down here. So that would be shipping, steel. We want one that can see all of this. Maybe one that could see that side too. And then one over here. I think 3 would be enough. Let's get the sleet weed out of here. Sweep. Sweep. I'll need steel conveyor loaders. 2 of them. Okay, there's that. Ooh, wait. I'm gonna want this to go down and be checked for temp. And if you're the right temp, I'd want you to come this way. Or wrong temp, I'd want you to come this way. Do I have thermosensor out of iron? Conveyor shut off out of steel. Conveyor rail going straight down. This is where it'll go if it's cold enough. For now. And then steel we're going to have going across like so. Then the iron. Then up here. Then all the way around. Well, to about right there. We're going to have to make more of this out of steel. That's a lot. Then iron. Oops. And what this will do is just kind of keep the heat moving around. And then it can go get checked. Cancel this one. Cancel that one. Actually, wait. Cancel that one. Let's see, that goes... I want it to go down there. Okay, so... this will have to have a bridge. Yep, so it wants to go down. And... it'll get checked for temp. It'll go around. If it's the right temp, it goes down. If it's not, it goes around again. And it can't come this way because, yep, no, that's all good. I think that's perfect. My favorite is when you snake it around for cooling, yeah. It's like a radiator in a car if you've ever seen a radiator of any kind. Same idea. That's why I like Oni so much, is because it's a lot of real-world applications in this game. Not everything, obviously, but enough to make it interesting. Alright, that should be pretty good. We might need power for all that. So we'll get this power line, I guess. See, this one is not going to last, though. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. This is going to be iron. We're going to go steel, actually, right there. And then iron. Back like so. That should do it. And then we can take everything that's in here out of here, as long as it's under a certain temp. Basically under 200 degrees. Oh, sparkle streaker. Love them. Let's check up on this planet here. How are we doing? That is open. Is this other one open now? No, it's not. Can I get a dig of a 9 on that? I'm ready to open this whole thing up. I might even go ahead and replace these tiles with regular tiles just so I can put metal tiles above it. So we don't have a pool of water just pooling up over here. I don't really want that to happen. Alright, and all this stuff is going to be moved out at some point, but not right now. Alright, let's study this. Analyze, level 9. You know what? Before we analyze, cancel analysis, I want to put in a light. Furniture. Yep. We'll put in a light and a motion sensor. Some automation wire. And that needs to be changed over to steel. And power. Needs power. Let's get steel. Iron. And priorities. We want all the constructions, probably 7s. This is the main thing we're doing here, other than waiting for this cobalt tamer to cool off. 483 degrees. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime real soon. All right, so if it's under 200, so if above, actually, because if it's above 200, we want it to go around again. So above 200, you can go around again. Almost wish I had more dupes. I mean, I could get some more. In fact, let's go see. So go see if we have anything good in the printing pod. A doctor, a cook, researching rocketry data. Nope. Not really. Oh no. This thing is still breaking. I'm not exactly sure why. I'd be halfway tempted to stop this, but iron ore, 121,000. I need to make a proper metal refinery, I think. This one using the cold liquids is just not wanting to work right. For some reason, this metal refiner holds on to liquid that is far too warm. Like, it almost reuses the liquid that's in it. We have, yeah, look, 66.3 degrees Celsius brine that it has not let out. It's bringing in more, but this other brine needs to go out. Is it going out now? I think it might be. Yeah, it is now. Keep an eye on that. Do I have automation for this? I don't know if I did or not. Automation wire steel. No, I did not. Oh boy, I guess we might as well just get the rest of these in, yeah? Oops, didn't mean to do that one. That would inject heat into that tile, and I don't want to do that. Temp shift plates, if you didn't know. When we have the temp shift plate, you can see the squares. A temp shift plate like this will affect all the squares around it, but just around it. So these kind of chain together when in a pattern like that. You don't need a whole bunch of them if you have them at least connected. So it does kind of save on material, especially when building something this large. This isn't even the biggest one I'm making today. This one I'm going to cancel just because it's right next to this igneous rock. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. I could just deconstruct that igneous rock. Let's do that instead. Because we don't really need that there. Can't even see it anymore. That's fine. That's good enough. I should check to see if we have any of the diamond. Yeah, we do. Let's go ahead and let the diamond out. That's going to come in handy over here for diamond temp shift plates. Those are the only one. Well, these won't be able to take the heat of the cobalt or the aluminum volcano. They would melt. So we're going to have to use something better around those. And that's where the diamond's going to come in handy. What else? I'm gonna check on my fridge. Once again, we have a little rot pile in there. I guess I'm not getting everything deep frozen. That's crazy. But luckily, this can see in there and it can see this. So if we do have rot pile, it goes in there. But it looks like our food is holding. Deep freeze, sterile atmosphere, barbecue right now. We're hoping to get some fish again at some point. I haven't gotten up here in a minute. This could be deconstructed maybe if I can get this up and running. I could deconstruct this one. And deconstruct this one. Kind of, oh my goodness, I haven't seen that one. The Nascence of Nisbet. That's a pretty cool art. Let's extend. Power. Inductive. I mean, I guess I could put it right there. And then this is a ranch that I'm not ranching anymore. Yeah, we're slowly doing that. Trying to get that power that's down here extended up higher. Temperatures. They're starting to warm up. How about over here? Not a lot. You're dormant. You shouldn't be. So these are minus 75. Yeah, it's really cold. Oh yeah, I wanted to check on the vent and where I can put it here. The vent... I can put one there, so I'm gonna put one there, and I'm gonna put one right there. And we're gonna split these. Let's go 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Igneous. Nope, we're doing that with granite. Let's do it with cancel this. Igneous, please. This is going to need it. This one would actually go down here. Let's see, cancel this and deconstruct it. Priority 7. Okay. Temp shift plates are 6s, huh? Everything else should be 7s. Oh, I really do wish I had a, what do you call it, a faster way up. But this isn't the worst. Sleet wheat grain needs to be swept. I don't know. It's not breaking now, the metal refining, but once in a while it does. This place also cools off the base. There's a lot of piping going on, but what's happening is it's cooling off everything too. That's a little bit warm, 52 degrees. Cooling, we do cool that part. 7. Could be better. Okay, we haven't done any of that yet. That's fine. It's a lot to ask for 5 dupes. We only got 5 dupes on this planet, and to build a big old sauna like this is, yeah, it's something. I should have diamond now, I think. Diamond temp shift plates. Yep. There it is. It's getting real warm now. Let me go obsidian or something over here. Well, that'll definitely increase the temperature around here. Construction 7s. Ooh, we got molten aluminum up here. It's cooling, but it's taking a minute. There it goes. Yay, aluminum! A new metal. Right. Well, it looks like it got the automation wire in. Here comes the diamond. Definitely warm up the area. The cobalt that's in there now is 320 degrees, but falling fast. And then when we start looping it around, that's when it's really gonna start warming up in here. Redneck. He was glitching out and then he fell asleep. Yay, we got a light in there now? Yeah, buddy. Let's get a 6. Oh, actually, that's already 7. All right, motion sensor on now. We can analyze. Now we'll have a lit workspace. I guess it's not dormant though anymore since it erupted. Nope. All right, so maybe some more diamond temp shift plates up there too, you know. Diamond, we can do about 10 of them. Ooh, they're studying it right now, so that would be... I think that's correct. Yep. And then I would need something over here, but not diamond. How about obsidian? And one more out of diamond right there. So pretty and hot. Yeah. I do like the lamp for the bonus to the workspace while they're studying it. We'll leave it there too, but I doubt it'll get used anymore. I want to be a little bit more efficient with my fancy design. Is Paulina also a narcoleptic? My goodness. Guess so. Now, do I have... I don't know if I have somebody making the plastic gaskets. Yes, I do. Plastic gaskets, right? 10. We have... These need probably more than 10. How many plastic gaskets do you need? You need... Okay, I got 21. You only need 4. No, we're good. We got plastic gaskets. We can get that made. Down here, that's going pretty well. Let's go ahead and get metal tiles up here. Seems like it's running a lot for only having this one setup so far. Of course, we could do any other hot making power suppliers down here as well. Yeah, everything was like minus 133 degrees. Solid petroleum. Well, guess we're not getting that back. I'll check on that. Studying's going well. Here comes some more. Gonna get a little shower of it. Hopefully he doesn't get scalded, but he might. Got a couple of these in. Might want to think about the power for them. Heavy wire. Oops. Yep, they're standing in it. Might get scalded by that. Oh, and heat damage. Disable auto repair. That's made out of steel, too. Wow. It's about to... Yeah, it's gone. All right. Deconstruct the leg lamp, please. Let's make another one. There we go. New leg lamp in. Workspace is fine. We didn't waste any metal. Well, the reason why we're not making any more steel is because we're all out of lime. I was thinking about doing a shine bug ranch just to get the eggshell. I think shine bugs still give you eggshell. I think Pacu don't anymore, but I'm not sure about shine bugs. Shine bugs, if ranched, can give you quite a bit of eggshell. That one's burnt out again already? Oh my goodness. Constructed. That's fine. It's studied now. We'll put it back in though. Let's get those data banks swept up. The leg lamp, let's get that steel that's really, really warm relocated down into there. And everything else can be moved around. Let's see. I mean, we could have our metal production in here. It's not an iron volcano, but like literally could have a metal refiner in here, which would help. We won't have to deal with that cold water anymore. Hey, a print. Barbecue? Yes, please. Tying, researching, digging, doctoring. Yeah, I don't really care for either of these. We are low on calories. Ooh, 169,000. There's a lot of barbecue on that line. Oh boy, sleet wheat grains. 26 degrees. This is not rotating when needing to rotate, is it? No, it's not, and that's not good. That should have rotated. It should have a snip there. And let's go ahead and allow that out for now. Oh yeah, there's polluted stuff in. Oh my goodness. Above. Why is that not working? Hello? Wow, no wonder my food was bad. It's not waiting patiently like it's supposed to. Okay. Above? Below. Above? Below. Okay, that part works, but this on bridge does not. Deconstruct it. So I will have this join up somewhere else. Here we go. That's getting cold. Oh, my freezer. Why are you messing with me right now? Let's see, this is vacuum still, but not everything's going to be deep frozen most likely. Deep froze. Deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze. Sterile, deep freeze. I don't see anything that's not deep froze. Oh, there's a refrigerated. Barbecue, relocate. What else? I think that's it. Ouch. I'm gonna wait to put that on, or that leg lamp back on for a while. Here we go with this. Let's go. All right. So that's the loop. And then you can join up. Yeah, I'm shocked. But that does not work. It doesn't just go round and round and round and round. Maybe I'll try to do it this way. Deconstruct this. And let's get a sweep. Cancel these. There we are. Deconstructing. Those are just going around and around and around and around, trying to get cooled off. They're down to 20, minus 23. Alright, what else we got? Refrigerated. Deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze. Yep, all these are deep frozen. I think that's okay. Yeah, that molten aluminum up there. Whew, that's hot. Alright, well that's almost done. I think the conveyor rails are done. So we could maybe start doing this. Like go all ingredients. Copy, paste. Bringing some cobalt in, all right. Let's watch it work. Oops, that would be the rail system. Rail should go down. Yep. And if it's under 200, it should let it out, which it is. And this needs to be snipped. And we have the bridge that's... some of them are warm enough to go around. There we go. The ones that are warm enough to go around, they'll go around and heat up this liquid a little bit. I'm halfway tempted to put it in my base already, but that would probably be bad. Yep, we got some up there. And that's cooling that area off a little bit. And rewarming that metal a little bit. Something was hot. Now I have a little bit of aluminum up there that I could put down here, but it should spill over every once in a while too. I hope I don't need a sweeper. I might need a sweeper up there. Oh, that's gonna stink. 100% I'm gonna need a sweeper up there. I'll probably move this one up there later. It's looking great. Thank you, Nux. We're getting it. temperature-wise, it's getting there. It's hotter up here than it is down there. And we do have some metals and stuff down here that are warm. 120 degrees. I'm going to have to come up with another cooling loop for that. I'm thinking that I'll have it going through something that involves this water here. Because this water here is minus 10, so if we can get it under 200 and then we can get a block of something that's minus 10. I don't want to fry it like I fried my last one though, so I might not do that. How are we doing over here? Power use? Yeah, that's a thing. Let's go ahead and grab that tile in there. And continue to go up with it. Here we are. We're going up with it. We're getting another one of these placed in, but we can't because these buildings you have to deconstruct the old way. Hey, we got a grub. Hey, Nugs, did you see my new piece of art? Isn't that neat? Let's get another one of these in right there. Continue this up. Deconstruct this. And that's a nice little power spine that we're making here. We are still ranching, even though these guys are starving, I think. Groomed, happy, looking for food. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm not giving you no more food. You've had enough. And we're using all that ore now. Quite a bit. Alright, and the rest of this. Well, these aren't up to temp yet. And we got a lot of polluted oxygen in here. We might have to start vacuuming this place out a little bit. Although it'll be a lot easier once we get steam. I'm surprised this water hasn't heated. I mean, it's 31 degrees, so it has gone up a little bit as far as temperatures go. Oh, some of that aluminum fell down here. Oh yeah, that's warm. I might want to make this steel. Yep. Those might need to be steel. If it's gonna drip aluminum down, that's really, really hot. And I wanted to get that light back in here. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put it right there. You know what? I'm gonna put it right there. And I'm gonna put a mesh tile on it. And hopefully the sweeper would be able to see it if it wanted to, but if not, it should be fine. Power wire there. That should be good. Delivering all sorts of things now. Let's just make sure it's all going out. Let's go back to the refrigerator since that was the issue there for a while. Here comes some barbecue now. Minus 25. Goes around again. Here comes some more. And deep frozen, sterile atmosphere. Everything's deep frozen. frozen, deep frozen. We got a lot of sleet wheat. A lot of sleet wheat. All of it's deep frozen. That's great. Deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze. Everything's deep frozen, I see. Yep. All right, and as far as the carbon dioxide, oh yeah, we were doing that. This is full. This is full, so we can cut that off. We don't need that anymore, and then all we have to do, the pressure is too high to 10,000. Oh, so we're a little bit above that. Well, maybe when we start pumping it out. Let's go ahead and hook those up. Yeah, I think that's going to be an issue. Oh, crap. Full of zombie spores, though. So it should be getting some? Yes. Some. I overfilled it. Gotcha. Well, that could have been better. I could get rid of some of that gas. Oh boy, we do allow... Well, we had soda pops, I think. We're not allowing soda pops anymore. I guess one thing I could do is... Well, actually, I could make a gas thing. Gas reservoir, we'll put it right there. I'd probably want a little bit of this out. Maybe I could have that go there, have this come up like so, snip this off. And then we'll just take a little extra out of here. Might have to also build something like this. Temporary. It's temporary stuff. Idleness. You guys are idle. You have nothing to do. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. So that's in. This is minus 11. So any slicksters that we bring are going to die. I'm trying to think of better ways to warm this whole place up. Not finding them. Let's think. Temp shift plates made out of igneous. Ah, crap. Well, that'll get them something to do, at least down here. Alright, as far as this goes, that's starting to come in. And up here... I need to get a thermal aqua tuner in here at some point. So we can make a cold area so that the metal could then cool off and then be shipped home. Could put it right under here where this water already is. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, have a metal thing that's going around here and then back and then have some loops. Oh, I like it. I think that's what we'll end up doing for this. You like my sporch it's set up? Thank you. Looks like we're getting some of that gas in there. There we go. Anything that it can't have in here, we'll just pump it out. It's a little overpressurized for him right now. I think we got most of these pipes done though, so let's go ahead and hook these up. We'll cancel this, we'll snip it, and I will just allow it to, oops. Nope, okay. You will not, oh, okay, I see why, I see why. Snip this. There we go, now we can get this pressure a little bit down. So only pressure if above, if below. Actually, I don't want to do below. If above 10 Gs. So what's the pressure at now? 18.4, 18.3. Yeah, so we'll have to, oh, I don't want to vacuum that place out. I'm gonna have to check back up on it. Actually, yeah, if above 10,000. No, that's perfect. So we'll just keep pumping that out until it's at 10,000. Then it'll stop pumping. Oh, here we go. Nuggy's in bed. And that is the Pip comfy bed. There she goes. Not sure, but is that steam? No, right now it's all oxygen. This water, though, is now up to 42, 43 degrees. As far as the heat transfer, it's getting warm, all right. Here we're idle again, but we're building temp shift plates. These come in pretty warm, then they cool off a little bit. Oh, I missed the blueprint mod when it comes to this stuff. This is where the blueprint mod shines. And you don't have to place all of these. You only have to place like 10 of them, and then you just copy pasta. Luckily, the igneous rock that's coming in is from the oil biome, so it's already kind of warm. Alright, that should keep them busy. Meanwhile, let's check up on our sporchids. Wow, still not down to 10,000. Alright. Yeah. Well, the igneous rock that's coming in is coming in warm, right? So when they're bringing it in, let's see, do you have anything on you? No. Let's find somebody who's carrying some in. Nobody's carrying any in right now. But yeah, they come in hot. But then they eventually cool down to whatever the temperature of the room is. This area, though, is warming it up pretty nicely, so this will continue to radiate out. This is almost down to 10,000. See, that's going in until it's at 10,000. That's fine. Those are all zombie spores, so we don't want those around. Alright, we're about to hit that 10,000 mark. Yay! They're growing again. Alright. Now my spore chids are growing, so let's go ahead and wait for that to clear out. Alright, we'll snip that off and put that back in, and then if above 30. There you go, that should work way better. So now all of those will go in, zombified, and yep, we should be getting these quite often now. That is going up 96%. As far as the zombie spores, oh yeah, we got quite a few of those. Not enough, though. You would think that would be enough spore chids to really get it going. Maybe it just needs some time. 98% though is pretty good. So let's go back up to this area. Still putting this all together. Looks like my leg lamp died again. I'm gonna deconstruct it. Disable auto repair. Mesh tile can go. Deconstruct. I think I want to move, let's say, move everything. 7. I want to get that aluminum down here. That'll definitely heat it up. Biobot builder, heck yeah. And we got a thing for that? A toy bot. Love it. We can put that into a place and make a banquet hall. What up, Yelp? That is a lot of plates. It is. You want to see more plates? Only 5 dupes on this planet, so it's a little bit harder for them to do it, but hopefully we're getting it set up for a dirty brick. Meanwhile, hopefully somebody will get on that. Let's see if we have any blueprints ready to go. Hatch. Researching. Suit-wearing rancher. Handy. An operating digging farmer. No. Digging cook. No. Hatch. Yes. Hatch. Attack. How's it going, Yelp? I saw, I was watching your stream for a while. That was fun. Ooh, yes, Biobot. So are these better now? I think they're better now, right? Especially now that you can give them permissions of where they can go and where they can't. Yeah. It seems faster. You picked up granite, you're taking granite, and you're putting granite where? In that bin. Why are we asking for granite there? Just because? That's not necessary. Oh, I do not want you going in there and doing that. Robots. Copy. No robots. Copy pasta. Alright, you're not allowed in there. Also, I think this fridge needs to be a sweep only. I think it already is. Yep. As far as food, let's just make sure that that is working. Barbecue, minus 33. Minus 48. this is... Some of that is going back around. What is that? That is obsidian at 210 degrees. Huh. Alrighty. Well, I mean, we got all of that aluminum off, so this water should be warming up faster. Yeah, 52 degrees now. Once it gets over 110, it'll start steaming. Post-stream food. Delish. Alright, well, we just got to heat this room up. That's it. And we got a lot of material down here. This is where we're dumping it all out at right now. What's this? Colony achievement earned. Hey, 365 cycles. Cheer. 1 year to be exact. Yeah, we are very close. I do like looking at the loop going around all the time. I think that's pretty fun. Hopefully nothing's too hot coming out. Anything that's under 200 should be okay. I mean, this area is still pretty cold, minus 11. Well, temp shift plates are almost done. And we have all these sleet wheats over here still. I still have this cool steam vent. Not exactly sure what I'm doing with that. Temperature of the water, 59 degrees. All right. I don't know, it's a pretty much sit back and watch it right now. Temp shift plates take a while. You want to see my sleet wheat? Alright, well, over here where we actually make bristle or berry sludge, I don't think we have any sleet wheat. But we do have 12 beans of nosh. Deep frozen. I have put this here for polluted or rot pile, and it has gotten it a few times, so I don't know why some of those come out not frozen. Other than it might be having the same issue my other freezer had. Which, I mean, it's fine. We got like more calories on the teleporter planet than we do on the home planet. As far as the sleet wheat in this planet, we have 259 in that pile, 98 in that pile, 207 in the other pile, 19 in that pile, another 18. Pinch of peppers. So what is that? Like at least 2, 3, 4, 5, about 500? Maybe? It's a lot of sleet wheat. We do it on a sweep only right now, which I don't see any others. I guess I could get rid of this, or I could just mop it. Mopping is a thing that could be done. Because there's one over here that's still growing, you know, might as well. Even our Dreco farms are similar places. Yeah. Dreco farm's working better now that we have dirt. We ran out of dirt for quite a while trying to make a whole bunch of sage hatches. So we gave up that and recorrected ourselves until we started having dirt again so that we could actually have plastic. Steel is not happening too much anymore just because we're out of lime. And I'm thinking, I know they got rid of the eggshell for the Pacu, but did they get rid of the eggshell for the shine bug? Because if not, shine bugs are a pretty good source of eggshell. No, my pips are wild. I haven't even tamed them yet. I haven't gotten to the Priniceptor. It's down here. I should do that. That's a good reminder to do that. Maybe down there like that. Fine. Couple volcanoes in the way. That's all right. Yep. I haven't been a good pip rancher. I was wanting to go to the other planet to do all that. And then that just never happened. So at this point, we need to go to the Priniceptor, get an arbor tree or two, and start printing those out so we can make dirt. That would be a great thing to do, especially since it's a pip and hatch. Oh, it's a hatch and pip giveaway, you know? Should maybe think about doing that. Igneous rock, we're running low on it. I get some more in here. Yeah. I don't know. I make a lot of eggshell with shine bugs. The first time I really messed with shine bugs. The first time I ever messed with shine bugs, I was trying to do Echo Ridge Chaos Seed, I believe it was. Yeah. And it was on the base game, and I hadn't played the base game before. And so I decided, well, since there's no radiation, there's no reason not to make a shine bug reactor spine, and so I did. You know how you've seen the shine bug with the solar panels? Well, I just decided to make a whole straight up and down spine, a whole bunch of them. And with one ranch, just one shine bug ranch filled those all, and the game was hard to load and had a lot of issues. But so far, so good. We've done really good so far on this. We got the petroleum generators in, a lot of the temp ship plates. We even have a power spine starting to go up. I need to start thinking about redoing my power now because of that. Oh, man, I could make my power look so much nicer now. The only issue is that this is where my hydrogen is set up. I believe I'm off of... No, I'm not off of open air electrolyzers. That's something I need to get done. So another thing I could do, open air electrolyzers need to be dealt with. So far so good. They're fine. Priniceptor, yeah, that would be awesome. I need to deal with a lot of things that I have been waiting to deal with for some reason. Let me go ahead and dig in over here. Bad gases. Gotta love it. So that's a steam vent. Well, there's power. Could overclock that and get a lot of power in on that. Let me think about getting igneous rock. Forget how many of these that can run. I think it's at least 3. I think 3 of these. So it'd be 15 across total. No, it'd be more than that. It'd be 1 more on either side because it'd be 15 in the middle. 1 more? 1 more. Let's do it on this side. Maybe on the... yeah, on this side. Do it on this side. Then we want to have something like this going around it. Maybe cancel those 2. I don't know. And then we got sand up here, the whole bit. Maybe we could dig in here a little bit, dig out all this sand. Don't like sand. As far as this goes, we'd want temp shift plates. Maybe out of granite would be fine. Dig the rest of that out. And then come up here and dig this out. Ooh, maybe up to there. I mean, we're not in suits over here, you know. Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if I can. I gotta end the episode, but I'm curious. Are you curious? I'm curious. I would like to see if I can load the Shine Bug Ranch. I think I remember the save. Although it's on a non-spaced out save. So 1 second. Oh, don't forget, we're playing for the Pip and the Hatch. Not only Plushy, but you get the comfy beds in the game, which we have set up our private bedrooms. I see that Yelp is starting to set up at least his bedrooms to take on private bedrooms. I don't know if you've gotten the private beds in there yet, but I saw you kind of getting your bedrooms set up. And I think our bedrooms are in the same location as well. Let's see, load game. This should be fun. Is there a way to only allow convert all? Convert all, no. I wish there was a way to sort. It would just be a little more. Death Lab, no. Ultra Gang, no. Ultra, no. Load more. Hold on a second. Bots don't need suits. Yeah, I know. I love it. Isn't that great? What do you mean bots don't need suits? Oh, the robots don't need suits. Yeah. The problem with the robots is, well, at least when I had messed with the biobots before, they might be Cosmos. No, it's not Cosmos. That's the nuclear rocket. Forget what I was saying now. Never mind. When I was messing around with the biobots originally, they would go anywhere. You couldn't give them door permissions either, so they'd just go wherever they wanted to go, and they would go right down into my magma biome and get out some of the obsidian that I had drilled out of there, because I like going into the magma biomes, and so I like digging them out. And so sure enough, there he is picking up, you know, obsidian and bringing it into the base. It was only sitting in there for however long. Oh man, where is it? It's an old one. All the redos. I remember that. That was when I was first trying to do Demolier in 10 cycles. It took a lot of tries. Space Prison. It wouldn't be that. It'd be one of these big ones that are really open that I've spent a lot of time on. So yeah, and I'm a big fan of blob blocks, right? Oh, it's this one right here. I'm a big fan of blob blocks. Just a little blob of naphtha, a little blob of oil, really. And when you got a robot that's, you know, 1300 degrees walking through a little blob, it doesn't take very long before that just is sour gas. I was too late with my submission for Echo. I unfortunately had something come up and I was not able to get home in time to submit. I submitted, I think it was a day or two later. And they were very, well, I mean, I get it. That was a much bigger thing than what I'm putting on, but it was just a shame that I missed the deadline. It was a shame. But this would have been my submission. I still submitted it, and they gave me, you know, oh, that's cool. But this is a long time ago, way before, well, I was pretty good at it, but I think I'm a lot better now. So you will know, or I will let you know that there's slime lung everywhere. Okay, here we go. So this is a steam room that is currently working. We have 4 metal refining setups right next to an iron volcano, which is kind of cool. Then we got some glass forges. Yeah, it's a green base, 100% outside of these rooms anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4 aqua tuners. These are all. This was back when you still had to have the power control station in there with everything. So it's a long time ago, but there you go. There's all that. There was a carbon dioxide geyser I just left capped up. Blast shot maker. We have a. Okay, so I had seen this, right? We had an iron volcano. We had a cool steam vent, and I forget what else. Oh, hydrogen. No, hot. I'm sorry, hot polluted oxygen. Hot polluted oxygen. And I was talking to the people in his Discord about the idea that I had making this a sauna, and they're like, "There ain't no way you're gonna be able to do that. Not with a cool steam vent in there. You're gonna have to, you know, there's too much pressure." Well, that's why we take that water out. If we have excess water, it'll go down here and exit out and then get dealt with somewhere else. Oh my goodness. So this is one of my first attempts at a double Rodriguez. This is somebody else's design that I was starting to modify. I introduced the gas shutoffs just so that I never have anything other than hydrogen going up there. This is the pool that cools it all. So everything that comes out of this steam room goes through here. This is just water at 30 degrees. It's got temp shift plates behind it. It's got cooling loops. This is petroleum that's going through here, but then we have polluted water coming down to grab some of the cooling. And polluted water here, I guess that's the same loop, right? Yeah, it's the same. Just so that it can grab more cooling. That cooling goes up to here that used to have 3 different liquids in it, but they fell. But a while ago, they didn't fall. Let's see what's the chill. It's not cold there anymore at all. Right? I always liked the piping. It was like a little spiral pattern. What do you think? Looks nice. How about the gas piping? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were feeding it, but you know, why? So there's that. Steam room. Oh, the way we keep this hot enough, because this will overpressurize because of this. We just have it in the magma. Touching the magma so that it can be a thermal thing. It's all vacuumed out. I do like digging in the magma. This is my petroleum boiler. This is my own custom petroleum boiler, just touching the magma. I mean, it's based on other people's designs, but we do have, well, we had access, so that we could get in there and fix it via tubes. This is the petroleum. I'm not using forever tanks in this playthrough, I don't think. Or if I am, I'm not using very many of them. I decided that I wanted to have large in-charge tanks, right? So here's my oil tank. This is all, wow, I have never seen this much crude oil with that new mechanic. That's cool. The new skin for oil. So this is oil. It goes up. I think it just goes up. I think I used to have a way for it to stop. And then here's our petroleum pool. And that just comes in there. Cool steam vent. Just not doing anything with it. Just letting it turn into water. And then taking that water and sending it off with all the other water. Which eventually goes somewhere. It gets turned into oxygen. Yeah, that goes straight into oxygen. This is my hot water, I think. Yeah, this is also a hot water. So all the hot water goes into the oxygen. Paku, let's see what else. Here's a a steam vent that I went ahead and made turn into power. And I guess I'm cooling these off. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, I think I bring the water in here to cool it down. Let's check. So these... Yeah, so this water here comes in here and then just cools off. Once it's cold enough and it's full enough, yeah, 97 scalding. 97, oh, they go, I don't know what happened. I think, oh, you're in the magma. That's fine, that's fine. That's bound to happen. Vacuumed out center. I have storage in here, but this is all vacuumed out in the middle. Just because I didn't want to have temperatures exchanging. I think I was going to have it go all the way across, but I never did. I was starting a Pacu ranch. This is when the Pacu had just changed over their new mechanic, so I was trying somebody else's design on that. Here is yet another oxygen machine, which is getting no water. This is my liquid sorter. So this is all the brine on the map that I am sucking up from the bottom. This is all the salt water. This is all the polluted water. And I think this is all the regular water. These all get sorted with the valves and the rotations. Like so. And here it is. Here's the shine bug spine. 196, 195, 4. I don't know. There's a lot. 73. Oh, it has a hard time. This is this. By the way, this is the base. This part right here is the actual base that we live in. It's vacuum sealed all the way around. So there is no temperature exchange from the outside environment coming inside. Our hydrogen storage is right here, hiding all of our large power transformers behind walls that people can't go see, so they won't have negative decor. So they can't see any of that. Meanwhile, if they walk by this, they can see a lot. Wow. Look at all them shine bugs. There's so many of them. I can still see. Is that from the recent change to visuals? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they used to be. Yeah, I remember the thumbnail because I have this up on YouTube. The walkthrough of this base is up on YouTube if you want to see it. This used to be just one big ball of light. Yeah, that has changed. This is a germ killing room with a chlorine gas vent to just, I don't know why. I figured, well, it's already there. Might as well make a germ killer. So this was for the hot polluted oxygen. Hot polluted oxygen comes in, it comes in clean, but then it gets degermified right there. This is my great hall at the time, but now just a mess hall? No, it's still technically a great hall. How is that? How is that a great hall? I don't know. But we had a long hair slickster, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put them in there for the decor. We had sporches in there, too, for a while, but I got rid of that. It's a 2-tier thing. It's a nature reserve right there. So we go into room overlays. Great Hall, nature reserve. The +6 is banquet hall. Oh, yeah. That's right. It's still a great hall. That's right. This is our kitchen, but we have our food evolving right here for us. I think that's kind of nice. The deep freezer right there, which is not in a vacuum. This was before I got onto the vacuum train. However, I don't know why I have the metal tile there. It doesn't really do anything. I think I have like a bridge in order to make that work because of that. Let me look. Temperature. Yeah, you see this cold thing right here? Most likely it's because... Do I have... Actually, if I go to Rails... Yeah, I have a bridge a rail bridge here that's doing nothing but taking cold from this metal tile and injecting it into the insulated ceramic, which is negative 50 degrees. So all of our food is cold. The freezer for it is right here. We have this aqua tuner just cooling off this area here. And then this is for base cooling. So the base polluted water comes in and it just circulates throughout the entire base, keeping it all nicely temperature controlled and regulated. We have 2 sets of bathrooms. And then this water here goes on along the outside, but as far as the rails go, I do believe that we have one of these rails coming through there. That goes... Oh, that's to cool off anything that we were bringing in for the hatches, because this is the hatch feeding mechanism right there, igneous rock. So igneous rock would come in there, get cooled off first because it was warm at the time. It wasn't really warm, but it was too warm for them. It was heating up the base. Going up into space, we were just getting into that. Hadn't quite done that, but yeah, the massive shine bug farm was pretty cool. Each one of these, let's see, 290, 270, 169, 290. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, like a lot. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I gotta go and do some other things. Thank you so much for hanging out and looking at this. This base was fun. I enjoyed this base. It is all slime lung though. We go into... Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But this is one of my favorite designs for infectious polluted oxygen vents. I don't know who first came up with this design. It's not my own. I mess with it a little bit. All I know is that the airflow on the bottom, crude oil, then mesh tiles, then petroleum. You get 2 different liquids there that won't overheat because this goes up to 460. Deodorizes it. It basically makes it a vacuum. So this is a vacuum right now because it's dormant right now. And it brings only clean oxygen in here. So the clean oxygen then would go all the way over to get cleaned over here. 1 liquid is enough. 1 liquid? Really? Well, there you go. You don't need 2 liquids. You only need 1. But there's 2. Let's see who we got. Don't forget to get your pip and your hatch plushies. Redneck is on. Heck yeah. Let's go raid Redneck. I want to see what he's up to. For a little while anyway, until I have to go. Which is pretty soon. Copy. Nugs, I don't know if you can, but if you could do raid emotes, that would be amazing. If not, don't worry about it. Let's just all go say hi from the playground. Thank you so much for being here. Yelp, thank you so much for everything you're doing. What up, Smoker? You like that U-shaped Great Hall? Yeah, thank you. It's a 2-tier, right? And then I wanted to put sporchids in the middle because if you didn't know, sporchids are great for decor. So you surround them with glass. Make sure you plant them while they're in a vacuum. If you plant them while they're in a vacuum, they won't hurt you. And then fill it up with carbon dioxide after the fact. You know, put a vent in there and a pipe in there, but don't fill it until you've closed it off. And make sure that you cannot have any carbon dioxide touching it. It's super cool. I enjoy doing this stuff. All right, guys, I will see you again tomorrow. A little bit early again tomorrow, probably 1 p.m. Eastern. Until then, go hang out with Redneck. And on Thursday, I'll be playing with Redneck all day long. It's his stream anniversary coming up on, I think it's Thursday. So from, I think, 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning until all day, we're just going to be playing Oni until we get tired of it. That's going to be super fun. Go watch Redneck on Thursday, and maybe me. I don't know if I'll be streaming that or not, but we'll see. I'm there to support Redneck, and I will see you over at Redneck's. Bye. Zombies. Yeah, I haven't had a zombie outbreak too many times. I've had it a couple times. Bye.